So far, so good.
Good, I think.
You got another note?
I'd like to call to order the September 10th Town Council meeting. And I appreciate everybody being here tonight. And first thing I ask is if everybody would please silence your cell phones. And with that, we're going to start off with the Pledge of Allegiance and then the invocation. If any of you are not comfortable with either one of them and wish to step outside, you may. Captain Robinson will get you. One thing before the Pledge of Allegiance, I would like to remind everybody that tomorrow is September 11th, which is a very solemn day here. So I appreciate your thoughts that would be between about September 11th. We're a day early, that's why I wore that, and I wore red, white, and blue shoes tonight. So if everybody will rise. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May we all bow? Lord God, thank you for this opportunity. We thank you for this time that you granted us. We ask you to be in their midst. Give us clear thoughts, clear minds, and listen to you. And Father, we thank you for all that you give us. And let us not forget those ones that lost their lives. In Christ's name, amen.
Amen. Okay, next is a presentation from Rose Cliff. I think it's Ms. Wood is going to be the speaker for them.
Okay.
Yes, if you'll come up to the podium here, please. And since you're talking on behalf of the group, you got 5 minutes.
Oh, gosh, okay. It's not gonna be that long. It won't be that long. Mayor and members of the town council, I'm Kristen Wood. I'm here tonight speaking on behalf of your neighbors in Rosecliff Farms, which is located off of Sunset Drive, and your neighbors have serious water problems. Rosecliff Farms is divided into 2 sections. The first section has 6 homes, while the second section has 11 homes. Of those 11 homes in section 2, we have 22 wells. We've tried connecting to town water via Kenmore Road and Kentucky Mountain Place, where a water access point had already been installed with the intention to one day serving Rosecliff Farms. Unfortunately, that attempt was unsuccessful due to one landowner not granting us an easement. Today, many of our Section 2 homeowners are struggling to maintain water. Several households must switch from back and forth between wells, allowing one well time to recover. The newest home built in our section required 2 wells, which together produce only 1 gallon per minute. That's barely enough for a family with 2 young children. In my own case and my husband's, we had 2 combined wells at our home, and they ran dry the very day we moved in 2003, leaving us without water for 1 week with young children until the 3rd well was drilled. These experiences highlight the serious risk to both daily living and property values when reliable water access is uncertain. Section 2, Rosecliff Farms, has inquired with the town manager, Sarah McGuffin, about connecting via Sunset Drive now that the water line size is increasing. A connection would allow water line to extend from its current endpoint of Sunset Heights, I believe, to Rosecliff Farms and potentially to 3 homes beyond Rosecliff Farms. The endpoint from where that town water line is now to the entrance into Rosecliff Farms is roughly 1,800 feet. Our neighborhood has extensive and ongoing water issues, and I've spoken with our neighbors on Sunset Drive who are currently not connected to town water, who would also like the ability to connect. Our request to you, members of Town Council, is your help in securing grants and/or access to the VDH fund, where we on Rosecliff Farms and Sunset Drive simply seek to partner with you as it relates to cost. And your neighbors at Rosecliff Farm and Sunset Drive, thank you for your time and consideration.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, if I may follow up?
Yes.
So this is something that we have known about for many years. I think the initial conversation that we had was in 2019, and then we were seeking this easement in 2020 when there was some additional funds through VDH. At that point, the only option was to serve from Kentucky Mountain Place because we did not have a large enough water line down Sunset. When we were unable to get the right-of-way, we really just abandoned this as a project idea until such time that Sunset Drive was completed. This is one of the reasons why Sunset Drive was on our list of lines that needed to be addressed. It had age to it, but we also knew that there were unserved folks that were at the end of it who had water issues. What staff would like is really just an affirmation from council that you are comfortable with staff doing some preliminary work with our engineer to confirm the suitability, as well as going ahead with a VDH revolving loan fund application. There's no obligation to the town or anyone else for us to go ahead and apply and see what kind of funding package we can get. I've talked to the homeowners at Rosecliff and suggested that they may want to actually contact state legislators and lobby for a favorable package from VDH, and then we can negotiate what that looks like and how it can be repaid.
Okay. So I'm just gonna ask for everybody to not in agreement or disagreement to allow staff to go ahead and pursue and get the groundwork. Then of course it will come back to us once they have got everything they need and with the information. We'll probably once it comes back, we'll probably just set it up in a work session so we can discuss it. So if everybody's in agreement with this.
I'm fine with it.
I'm fine.
This is just preliminary investigative work.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Okay. It's a start for you, Rosecliff, right there.
Thank you very much.
All right. Y'all free to stay if you want, but if you want to go, just.
We're gonna go.
More room.
Citizens' comments.
We'll call. We'll call.
Okay. Ms. Wood, were you going to speak again, or was that
No.
just for what? Okay.
I just haven't done this before, I didn't know what I was doing.
Okay, we're good. This one, Sunset, I can just read Smith. I'm not sure on the first name.
It's Ann,
Okay.
sorry. Mr. Tuggle and Council, I'm Ann Smith. I'm here on behalf of my mother who lives at 206 Sunset Drive. I know this, I'm not sure if this issue is going to be brought up tonight.
No, ma'am, it isn't, and I was gonna say, this would be appropriate at the planning. We're gonna set, not the planning, but we're gonna set a public hearing for this
Okay.
tonight. So
Okay.
all it's gonna be is setting the public hearing, and then everybody can come in if they want to at that time.
Okay, and one other thing, I do have copies of the plat, if y'all would like to have them ahead of time to study them.
Okay, if you will give them to the clerk, and we'll go from there.
Okay, thank you.
All right, next we have the consent agenda for the meeting minutes from last month. Does anybody have any corrections or adding on to that?
No.
If not, I will entertain a motion to accept the minutes that as approved or
I'll make the motion.
a motion from Mr. Watts. May I have a second?
Second.
Second from Mr. Driscoll. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried, 5-0-0. Next is the check approval. Does anybody have any questions about anything that was in the check register? There being none, I will entertain a motion to accept the checks as presented.
So moved.
Okay, Mr. Martin, have a second?
Second.
I'll let Ms. Gibson take this one, Mr. Driscoll. So, any discussion? All those in favor say aye. All those opposed? Motion carried, 5-0-0. Next item, staff reports. Mr. Watts, I believe you have something you want to put in there?
I do. I want to comment on the police department's monthly report. Somebody, I believe it may be Ms. Friedman, I'm not sure, had requested information on dispatch logs for calls for noise that were in town. We have those results from 3 years back, and I find it very interesting to note that the only call for noise on Walls Ferry Road in the last 3 years was on New Year's Eve in 2023. And that was the very end of the road where it turns to dirt, which is no place near to where Ms. McGuffin's house is. So I just find it very interesting that we have that. And she's been very maligned by several people on this issue, and I just want to point that out, that there have not been recorded calls in dispatch, and I'm sure that there are no dispatchers that even know Ms. McGuffin, so I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Next, all of your reports are attached. Your planning commission is attached. EDA met on September 8th. Their minutes are forthcoming. Robert E. Lee, so at least we know they didn't have a meeting this month, so that's good. So, discussion items. Ms. Morgan, the appropriate meter recycling and insurance claim revenue.
Yes, sir. I have a request for 3 appropriations. One is for all the old meters that were pulled from the new meter project. The maintenance staff was able to take those apart and have them salvaged. So we have received a check for $9,039.60 for the scrap for those old meters that I'm asking to be appropriated to the maintenance budget for them to use with extra expenses as they see fit. I also have 2 other appropriation requests. This has to do with the lightning strikes that were at the water and wastewater facilities that the council was made aware of last month. This is for the actual insurance claims that we received. This is in addition to what was requested last month for the additional expenses to try to take care of the lightning strikes. But we did receive an insurance claim check for $18,425.85 for water and $7,882.21 for wastewater. So I'm asking for those to be appropriated back to the CARES expense as well.
Okay. I will entertain a motion to appropriate it back to Mr. Williams'
I'll make that
budget.
motion.
We have a motion, can I have a second?
Second.
Second from Mr. Driscoll. Is there any discussion? There being none, vote.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried, 5-0-0. Next, Ms. McGuffin, it's the resolution for town council coverage under workers' comp.
Thank you, sir. Several years ago, the council, I believe it was in 2018, the council originally adopted a resolution to cover the town council under workers' compensation. And this went on, it covered you for many years until we transferred insurance providers. And we realized recently that with the new insurance, that the resolution that you previously had on file was not acceptable to them, and you need a new resolution. The real reason for doing this is because, you know, if we think about things that council members are doing, we do not want council members who are in performance of their official duties, if they were injured, to really be left without any coverage. This would provide them the same coverage as employees who were in a similar situation would receive. The cost is minimal. I understand that for the first year of coverage, it is going to be $16. So, and that is actually because there is is a minimum that you hit, that you have to cover based on it. There's a minimum salary level. So that ends up being $16, and our provider said that they really don't see it going any higher than 20 in the foreseeable future because you would still be covered by the minimum amount. So, thank you.
Okay, with that, I will entertain a motion for the resolution so council may have workers' comp coverage again.
I move that we have coverage for town council moving forward.
Thank you. I have a motion from Ms. Gibson. May I have a second, please?
I'll second.
Second from Mr. Watts. Any discussion? Mr. Martin? Ms. Whedon?
Yes, it says here, Virginia law allows for the extension of workers' compensation coverage to volunteers, officers, and employees of any board or authority created or controlled by a local governing body or any local agency or public service corporation, you know, the whole section there. Does this include would this be extended to the planning commission members, the board of zoning appeals, the EDA, or property maintenance?
We have not in the past, but if that's something that council would like to do, we could certainly work on resolutions to accomplish that and get you prices for it.
I believe we ought to hold off on this and look into doing for all, or, I don't think it's really necessary, but I think if we're gonna do for one, we need to do for all, if we're allowed to do so.
We can do separate resolutions. That's what you said. We can move it because they need to get information, so we can move it along. One, then another one comes up, we can do another one, and we can just move it on that way.
Well, I would like, if I guess the person that made the motion has to, I would like to just suggest that we take it off the table, if you will, and do it as a group package. So none of it will get lost in the timing. I think, why not do it all at one time?
I respectfully decline that because I do not believe that we should tackle more than what we have on our plate right now. And right now, this is the resolution for the town council. And it should be done in phases rather than in all. And I'd like for us, as it pertains to planning commission and zoning, et cetera, to know who, what, when, and where before we move forward on that.
Mr. Watts, do you have anything?
Nope.
Mr. Driscoll? Ms. Ventress, I guess, Ms. Gibson, I'm sorry.
That's right.
Okay, now, a vote, Ms. Gibson?
I vote that we move forward with the resolution as proposed.
Aye.
I do too as well.
Okay, Ms.
No.
Whedon? Aye. Motion is carried 4-1-0-0. Next item is, Ms. Morgan, adopt the budget and CIP calendar for year 2027.
So this is just a technicality that we have to do through the Code of Virginia, and it just lays out our ongoing CIP and budget schedule for FY '27. That actually starts next month for us. Our process starts next month. So just looking for an approval of the calendar that you.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion to approve the, adopt the budget and the CIP calendar for fiscal year 2027.
So moved.
Motion from Mr. Driscoll. May I have a second, please?
Second.
Second from Mr. Martin. Is there any discussion, Mr. Martin?
No.
Ms. Whedon?
Yes, sir.
No.
Mr. Watts? Mr. Driscoll? And Ms. Gibson? Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right. Next item, Ms. McGuffin, we're gonna set a public hearing for a special use permit for 204 Sunset Drive.
204 Sunset Drive comes before you next month for a request to allow a bed and breakfast at their dwelling. By our code, a bed and breakfast is a short-term rental Airbnb style use, except the owner lives there, the appearance of a residence is maintained, and any parking for visitors happens behind the front, essentially front face of the house. At this time, the Planning Commission has held a public hearing on this. They recommend denial of the request on a 5-1 vote, and staff requests that the council set this public hearing for your October meeting.
I will entertain a motion to set the public hearing for 204 Sunset Drive, the October meeting.
Motion.
Motion from Mr. Watts, may I have a second, please?
Second.
Second from Mr. Driscoll. Any discussion? Ms. Gibson?
None.
Mr. Driscoll? Mr. Watts?
No.
Ms. Whedon?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Martin. Vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carried, 5-0-0. Ms. McGuffin, the approval for the parade, Christmas parade street closure.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We are delighted to let everyone know that the theme for this year is Christmas movie magic. We would love to see decorations in the theme of your favorite Christmas movie. The mayor is convinced that someone is going to have Die Hard. I was trying to figure out if I could convince my husband to make a fake skyscraper for our front yard. And I think it'll be a good time. So we're looking forward to that. We do require council's approval for the street closure for the parade on December 5th.
I will entertain a motion for the street closure for the Christmas parade on December 5th.
Motion.
Motion from Ms. Gibson. May I have a second, please?
Second.
Second from Mr. Driscoll. Is there any discussion, Mr. Martin, Ms. Wheaton, Mr. Watts, Mr. Driscoll, and Ms. Gibson? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Carried 5-0-0. I can't wait to look at this. It's gonna be fun. There's some imaginative people out there. This is gonna be fun. All right, thank you, Mr. Williams. It came out of Mr. Williams' brilliant mind, this thing for the parade. Consideration of land purchase, Ms. McGuffin.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The town council has in multiple years suggested that there is interest on the part of the council in looking at a purchase of land, and there have been different properties proposed at different times. The council has repeatedly requested staff find land that could be used for a public park. And this has been an ongoing issue. It's been an issue of ongoing interest. Of course, we did a survey for the comprehensive plan, and there's a lot of citizen interest in a park. One of the pieces of property that has been looked at over the years is a piece that is on North Main Street, owned by the Presbyterian Church. The Presbyterian Church has indicated that they are now ready to sell that piece of property. Staff is requesting that if the council would like to pursue purchase of this property, that you go ahead and authorize staff to sign a contract with the Presbyterian Church with a 60-day close to allow us to do a title search and other due diligence as discussed by the council at your work session today. Staff is looking for that in the form of a motion, Mr. Mayor.
I will entertain a motion to go into the 60-day contract with, for the consideration of purchase of the land on North Main.
Motion to proceed.
I have a motion from Mr. Watts. I have a second.
Second.
Second from Mr. Driscoll. Any comment, Ms. Gibson?
No.
Mr. Driscoll?
I have lots of comments. This is a fantastic opportunity. I'll pass.
Okay.
I'll pass.
Okay, Ms. Wheaton?
Well, I just want to remind everyone that in addition to what a park will cost, we're already looking at a Kenmore Community Park with different recommendations already in place. Mountain biking trail, arena with fenced paddocks for horses, disc golf course, skate park, etc. We also are looking at the Pocket Park here in town that belongs to the county. And you can see this, it's right, in the vicinity of the courthouse. We already have the Scotts Hill Park. So moving forward, my concern, which goes off track, and I won't until we discuss this Rosecliff Farms, we have water issues that are going to end up costing money, and this is going to cost money, and as long as the community is prepared, in my personal opinion, to be implemented real estate taxes. Just know that that may be coming down the line. In addition, for county real estate, to be paying town real estate. That's up for grabs. I don't know for a fact, but that's all I have to say at this point in time. Thank you.
Mr. Martin? Okay, vote. Ms. Gibson? Or would anybody like to respond? Let's put that up. Ms. Gibson, would you like to respond?
All of that, what you said, is that factual?
Which part?
All of it.
Tax.
Some of it's just been talked about, but no.
I have, well, as far as the taxes, I can go into a greater length of conversation if you need me to. I don't know if now's the time. I would be more than willing to speak to people individually. This has come from the county planning package. I had two different options I have it all here. It's
Now,
all
you
on
say
there.
county planning.
Well, I
Is that-
shouldn't say county planning. This came from the design master plan for the Amherst Pocket Park. This is the design, this is the Amherst County Parks and Recreation.
Where's the pocket park? Never heard of it.
It's right here.
That's the Schrader House, behind the courthouse.
Oh, but south of the mini park.
Yeah.
There are two classical town parks. There are two designs,
Okay,
I believe.
all right, but they're not town parks, they're owned by the county.
I don't personally think it matters who owns it. My concern is if we're gonna have to implement real estate taxes in order to have a third,
Nobody said-
fourth.
Nobody said anything we were doing real estate taxes. to have
Maybe
a
not,
park.
I'm not saying you do, I'm just saying I'm concerned because of our water issue, and I can elaborate later, but that's my concern. I'm not saying I'm not gonna vote for this to go forward for this amount of time, but I just hope the community realizes what we're getting into. It's not just my opinion, it's the community's opinion.
Well, we turned down a free car.
Well, there again, if you wanna look back, maybe it was a good thing, because I don't know if they're gonna be able to do anything with it. I don't know what's
They're
happening.
getting it to the hospital.
But we couldn't have done anything with it.
That's-
And I have my opinions, I've been thrown under the bus, and that's okay, but I will stand by my vote. I stand by every vote I've ever cast.
Okay, with that,
Thank you.
Mr. Driscoll, did you have any response? You can,
This property is in a perfect location. It is right in the middle of a residential area. I see young couples walking up and down the street outside this park, this property, pushing strollers, walking with little kids, and there's signs there that say private property, can't use it. It is in a perfect place. It will draw people to it, yes. If we have 4 parks in this town, what an attractive thing for a business that wants to come to our area and see how our community helps its people. There's just so many good things about this place. I just, it's something. I'm sorry, that's
okay,
it.
Mr. Watts?
Based on the comments that I heard when we were considering the park the county eventually bought, and dismay that I heard after we didn't get it, the people here are starved for a park. They're starved for things to do and places to take their kids to play and whatnot. And I think it's just be a real shame not to take this opportunity to try to do something for the community.
Well, you're getting 4. This will be 4.
Well, we don't know we're getting 4.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna interject something briefly. I don't have a vote, but I've actually had parents ask me, can they take their kids up there to play in that open field? They're out walking or doing, I mean, they've seen me out. A lot of people don't know I'm the mayor, but they'll see me up there walking, or they'll send me something like that. But and then I'll tell them who I am when they get to talking about it. But they ask, can they go in the field? And I said, I'm sorry, it says no trespassing. You can't. You know, we'd like to have a family picnic. Can we go down there? And I said, we have to check with the Presbyterian Church. So there is a lot of interest around here, because during the day, I know a lot of people work during the day, but I'm out. I'm retired, so I'm out and about on North Main Street, and every day there are women and men with kids in strollers, kids on bicycles, and they start at the traffic circle, a lot of them, they go all the way to the end up by the cemetery, come around and come back. So, and that's a daily thing, and I've had some of them parents that I'll see at church or somewhere like that going, you know, we love to walk the town, but they come from out of town. We love to walk the town, but we'd like for something to do, because we come here to stay a lot more. And so I just think, and I agree wholeheartedly with Mr. Driscoll, the location of this park is premier. I really do think that. So Ms. Martin, did you have anything else further you wanted to say? Okay, with that, I am calling for a vote. Mr. Martin?
Aye.
Ms. Weed?
No.
Mr. Watts? Mr. Driscoll?
Aye.
And Ms. Gibson?
Aye.
Vote is carried, 4-1-0. Appointments, Ms. McGuffin, would you like to address that? We have a vacancy and an application.
You did, you received an application late yesterday for the EDA from Meredith Newman. Ms. Newman is someone, she manages property within the town and has a business and lives just outside of town limits. Your EDA does not require that members live in town, and we have had out-of-town members on the EDA before. So staff recommends that you appoint Ms. Meredith Newman to the EDA.
I will entertain a motion to accept Meredith Newman as a member of the EDA.
So moved.
Mr. Driscoll, may I have a second?
I'll second.
Second from Mr. Watts. Any discussion? Mr. Martin? Ms. Wheaton? Mr. Watts?
No.
Mr. Driscoll? Discussion? No? No? I didn't hear what you said.
Is this for vote or comment?
Discussion.
This for vote? Aye.
Discussion. Okay, and Ms. Gibson. Okay, now we're gonna go to a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carried, 5-0-0. Matters from staff, let's start over here. Captain Robinson. Ms. Tracy.
Just to let everybody know, we have started with the planning for the Halloween event. We do have 2 food trucks that have been booked. We have the bouncy house has been booked. The DJ has been booked. And so far, we have 22 participants that will be coming to set up tables. We do not have a deadline for any participants that want to come set up their tables. Just let us know. We do have 2 businesses that have reached out and are going to donate candy that are unable to participate. But everything's flowing on and it seems to be a great event.
That's great. That's a lot of participants. That's gonna be a blast. Ms. Vicky. All right, let's go to the back here. We got Ms. Becky.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Buddy. And Mr. Gary Williams, our Christmas parade sponsor. And Kelly, it's nice to see you. Do you have anything you'd like to add?
Just happy to be here in person.
All right. And Ms. McGuffin.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, we have no citizens' comments. Matters from council. Ms. Gibson?
None.
Mr. Driscoll?
Nope.
Mr. Watts?
As a matter of fact, I do. I have a stack of emails here, this just covers a couple months' worth of them, from a citizen who's been very disgruntled with our town manager and disagrees wholeheartedly with the things that she interprets as in the code. Some of them are very, well, for lack of a better term, nasty in tone. No threats have been made, but they certainly have a tone of I don't even know how to describe it, but most of them are totally uncalled for. Also have one from a councilman, very similar, on a different subject. And recently, Ms. McGuffin has been attacked personally in a public manner. And so far, the facts are not bearing out the circumstances of what's been alleged. So I think she's been disrespected a lot here. And with that in mind, I want to make a motion to take a vote of confidence in Ms. McGuffin.
I have a motion for a vote of confidence on Ms. McGuffin's performance as town manager.
Second.
Second from Mr. Driscoll. Mr. Martin, any comment? Ms. Whedon?
No comment.
Mr. Watts?
Okay.
Mr. Driscoll? And Ms. Gibson?
I wholeheartedly approve of that motion. I will be coming. Thank you.
Okay. Vote. Mr. Martin?
Aye.
Ms. Whedon?
Abstain.
Aye.
Aye.
And
Aye.
motion is carried 4-0-0-1.
Okay. And with that said, I have another item to bring up. You have a copy of this. Let's do some- I think you've already seen this, but you don't have a copy with you. You have a copy? You seen it? You want a copy?
If you got an extra,
Yeah.
if you don't, I'll leave mine up.
That's what this is.
This one.
Oh, sorry. Okay, let's do it.
I thought this one was.
Wait a minute.
There you go.
I have one.
That's in one here. I said one today. What you have before you is a copy of Ms. McGuffin's employment contract, which has been amended once through the years. If you look at page 2, section 8, termination by the employer. Section 8A, the employee understands that she serves at the pleasure of the employer and may be removed with or without cause at any time by majority. In the event the employee is terminated without cause by formal action of town council during the term of this agreement, the employer shall provide, shall provide severance compensation to the employee in the amount of 6 months' salary and benefits. I'm proposing, because the standard is really a year, I'm proposing we amend this contract to give her a year's worth of salary and benefits if she's terminated without cause.
Is that a motion, the form of a motion?
Well, I'll make a motion now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it is a
It
motion.
is.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
A second from Ms. Gibson. Discussion. Mr. Martin? Ms. Wheaton?
I don't understand, but I have no questions at this point.
Ms.
Sounds like
Mr. Watts?
No questions.
Mr. Driscoll?
No questions?
And Ms. Gibson? No questions. All right, with that, we will vote. You okay there?
Ellie, I'm just sounding.
Ms. Gibson?
Aye.
Mr. Driscoll?
Aye.
Mr. Watts? Ms. Wheaton?
Abstain.
And Mr. Martin? Motion is carried 4-0-0-1. I think that's what it said. Okay, now I will ask,
I think you finished everybody's on council, did you?
what?
Did you get all numbers?
No, he only got to me through me. He never
No,
got
I
to me.
sent Ms. Wheaton and Mr.
Oh,
Martin.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
He's doing that.
and then I guess I need a motion to sign this.
Well, I think you'll just sign on behalf of the council. We'll have to create an addendum or just.
Right. Well, should be a motion for
Well, I thought his motion was to amend the
it.
contract.
Okay, so I can
for
sign
the-
it then.
For the
Yeah.
year severance or unless
Okay.
everyone put it,
All right.
so I think that's fine.
Okay. All right.
Mr. Mayor,
Which way was I going now? I asked you if you had any comments, right? And I didn't. No, I stopped it.
You stopped at me, that's what I said.
Let me come back so I can get these, please, Mr. Driscoll. Ms. Wheaton, do you have anything?
No, sir.
Mr. Martin, do you have anything? Okay, Mr. Driscoll.
in light of the fact that many of these emails came from a very non-supportive member of town council, I move that we censure Ms. Wheaton.
Four, again.
Or you sent an email.
Yeah, the email.
For the emails specifically.
Okay.
Well, for one particularly that I'm looking at, it says, the entire ordeal is cast an unfavorable light on our town manager. This is unacceptable in our town. That's false.
Okay. All right, I have a motion to censure Ms. Wheaton on the floor. Do I have a second?
Personally, don't think we're there yet.
Okay. If no second, At this time, the motion fails. All right, next is anticipated council meeting, we'll take care of it. I will take a motion to adjourn. I will take a second.
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Let's go home, ladies and gentlemen. I'll give it back to Vicki.